Hi friends, welcome back to my channel where we talk all things food and fitness. Today I am bringing you a video which focuses on how to maintain a routine whilst in isolation. As I mentioned in my previous video, we are in the thick of it with coronavirus and currently I am working from home, hashtag WFH. So I thought it'd be a really good idea to talk about how I maintain my normal or close to normal routine whilst working from home and not really being able to go out very much to keep myself sane and to keep myself fit and healthy. As you would have seen, I woke up this morning and I tried to keep my wake up time exactly the same. That is because I'm still working from home and I start work at 8:15. So I'll insert a clip here. I use a Lumi Light alarm clock and I honestly cannot praise them enough. They are amazing. So I set my awake time, which this morning was 20 to 8, and the light gradually comes on for half an hour up until 20 to 8 and then the alarm goes off. And I find this such a lovely way to wake up in the morning, and I wake up to birds tweeting rather than a really loud aggressive alarm. So it's probably the best £50 that I spent. So if you're looking for more of a gentle wake up, then I highly recommend the Lumi alarms. They are fantastic. The first thing in the morning that I also do is make my coffee. So as you see, I got up, went downstairs and made my coffee, brought it back up, and then I'll sit at my desk, open my emails, get myself set up for the day and write my list of what I'm going to do that day. I use these CGD London planners. This is the Getting Stuff Done planner and it is amazing. I actually own two, they're that good. So I have a pink one for work and this is where I record all my plans for what I need to do that day for work. And I also have a black one which is what I use to plan sort of my own personal life. That includes like YouTube content, blog content, any ideas that I've got. Inside I've got a page here where I can write my list of things to do that day, and on the right hand side I've got breakfast, lunch, dinner and snacks, any kind of shopping list, the daily exercise that I'm going to do that day, my water intake, any self-care and personal notes, which is where I record how I'm feeling that day. These have honestly been a lifesaver. I am somebody who's super organised, likes planning, needs routine, so getting up in the morning and writing down what I need to do that day and then ticking it off I find really satisfying. Like, you don't have to spend money on these. They were expensive. I think they were £28 each. You can just buy a normal planner and write down your plans for that day. But I highly recommend it. So at the end of the day, when you clock off, you know exactly what you've done that day and maybe you need to roll some jobs over into the next day. To keep my routine, I also make sure that I get up and I get ready for the day. As you saw, I sat at my desk first thing in my pyjamas and it could be so easy for me to just continue to sit in my pyjamas all day, but it really just doesn't make me feel good at all. You're in your pyjamas all day and then you're in your pyjamas at night and then you're back up in your pyjamas the next day. So I always make sure that I get up and get ready for the day and it makes me feel so much better and so much more productive. Obviously I put some makeup on today. I don't wear makeup every day. If I'm filming or I know I've got a video conference, I will make myself look a bit more presentable, but most days I just make sure get up, have a shower, brush my teeth, put some work clothes on, comfy, I'm still wearing my slippers, and make it clear that this is the working part of the day, and then when I clock off at 5 o'clock I can then get changed into something a bit more comfortable. I am also trying to keep all my meal times the same, and I find that this has worked really well for me to stop me mindlessly snacking during the day. So I've already prepped breakfast for this morning, so let's go and see what breakfast is. So here is breakfast. I made it last night. At the bottom I've just got some vanilla protein oats, and then at the top I have made a berry chia jam. I'll open it up for you. So if I dig my spoon in, oh, look at that. So my oats, my chia jam, already made. Tastes really good. So I'm gonna go and eat this now and answer some emails. It is also important to create a space that you actually want to work in. So I'm really lucky and I've got a spare bedroom in my house which we have turned into sort of like a dressing room, and I've now doubled it up as my office. And I've just bought myself some little bits to make this a space that I actually want to work in. So I'll quickly show you my office slash dressing room. As you walk in, you can see that I have got some plants on here, and I do find that plants are really helpful. I bought 2 new little pink plants here because I bought myself a new chair, which is pink, and I love it. It's so comfy. So I've been trying to add some little pink things in here as well. As I say, I've got my planner on my desk, and in terms of makeup, I've just sort of pushed everything to the side. I do have my brushes that I use every day, and then I've got some stationery here as well. Hello. And then if we move over here, I've got a big set of drawers here, so I've put a lot of my makeup in here now. So I've just tried to make it look really inviting and a place that I want to work. And as I say, adding plants and things like that I find really helps. If you are lucky enough to have another space in your house, I really would advise separating your sort of work life from your home life, which can be very difficult when it's all happening under the same roof. But I do all my work now in this room in my office, and then I switch off at the end of the day and then go and spend some time in the living room, which is an area where I like to relax. So I try to not mix the two, and that way you are separating your work life from your relaxing life. It's now 12:30, which means it is lunchtime, and my next tip is to make sure that you still meal prep. So I spent my weekend prepping loads of fresh food and freezing it so that when it comes to lunch, I literally just need to either stick something in the oven or the microwave. So for lunch today, I'm going to be having these frozen cod fillets. So there's 2 in there, so I'll pop those in the oven. And I also made some carrot and swede mash, which I cooked and then froze. So I literally just need to throw that in the microwave to defrost it. I'm going to have a bit of broccoli that's left in here and some frozen peas. So that is dead simple. I can literally just throw that together. And whilst that is cooking, I'm also going to go for a walk. So to make sure I keep my body moving, I've scheduled 2 walks for myself a day. So I'm going to stick that in the oven and go for a walk. There's a couple more tips for you. Do a bit of meal prep to make your life a bit easier, and make sure that you're scheduling in some walks as well to keep your body moving. I've got a Fitbit, and this thing buzzes every time I've not moved. So what I've been trying to do is every time it buzzes, sort of get up, have a walk around, get my body moving, and yeah, just trying to keep active rather than just sitting at my desk all day, because it also really hurts my back. So I'm going to stick this in the oven now and go for my walk. Because the gyms are also closed, I've had to shift to home workouts, and I've found that if I set up my equipment in the morning whilst my coffee is brewing, that I'm more likely to actually do my workout. So I make sure I set up my living room with all my weights, and then when it's time to do my workout, everything's here for me, and I don't start having to set it up, which puts me off doing it. So I'll show you what I've set up. So I've got a barbell there, and I've also got some dumbbells with some extra plates. And today I'm doing glutes and hamstrings, so I've got some booty bands there, and also my padding for the barbell, because I'm going to have a go at hip thrusting at home, and hopefully that works. And I've just got my mat here, so later on I can literally just come into the living room, everything is set up for me, I've already written my workout, and then I can just get on with it. And finally, it is important to clock off at the end of the working day. So it's now 5 o'clock, work is finished, the laptop is closed. It can be really easy to be still checking emails in the evening when you have brought your work into your home. But I make sure that I close my laptop, I clear my desk, so things like dirty plates, I take everything downstairs and make sure that my office space is clean and ready for the next day when I get up, and then I do this all over again. So as you'll see, I have now changed into my gym kit, and I'm going to head downstairs to do my glute and hamstring workout, and then that is me done for the day. So I hope that you found this video useful, and I understand that we are in a really stressful time. I can hold my hand up and say that I am one of the lucky people. I have got work to do, I can work from home. I know there's a lot of you out there who are at home and not able to work, and therefore it's a little bit more difficult to structure your day. So if that's you, I would just try and stick to the same bedtime, the same wake up time, having your meals at the same time, prepping some healthy meals to keep you on track. Write yourself a workout plan so you can do some home workouts. Get outside whilst we still can and go for a walk. And maybe take some time to do something that you've been meaning to do. So for example, maybe there's a book you've been wanting to read. You've got a garden, you can go and do some gardening. If you've got some painting that's been waiting to be done, then go and do some painting. There is still loads of stuff that we can do. So if you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know in the comments anything that you would like to see. I can do a what I eat in a day when I'm at home, I can film some home workouts. It'd be really helpful to know what you want to see during this time, and I will do my best to create that for you. But other than that, I'm going to leave this video here and go and do my workout. I will see you in the next one, and please look after yourselves. Mwah.